What's up, everyone, and welcome to Rapid News. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever been watching a game and you just knew it was over? Like, no way the losing team comes back. Well, that's exactly what we thought was happening between the Falcons and the Bucs. This one turned into maybe the wildest comeback of the whole season. We're going to break down exactly how it all went down. And hey, if you love this kind of sports drama, do us a huge favor and smash that like and subscribe button for Rapid News.
Okay, let's just jump right in. Look at that final score. Atlanta 29, Tampa Bay 28. It all came down to a single point. You see a score like that, you know the story's got to be crazy. And trust me, this one was pure chaos. I mean, just a little bit earlier, the Bucs had this game totally in the bag. The Falcons had no business winning this thing. But you know, this is the NFL, and it's never over until it's actually over.
So, yeah, the big question is, how? How in the world does a game that looked like a done deal, a sure thing, turn into a one-point heartbreaker? Well, we're going to rewind the tape and walk through every crazy moment, starting with the very last play that sealed the deal.
So we're actually starting at the finish line here, the single play that decided the whole thing. Picture this. The Falcons kicker, Zane Gonzalez, is lining up for a 43-yard field goal. The clock is basically at zero. The entire stadium is dead silent. I mean, if he misses this, the Bucs win. If he makes it, the Falcons pull off an impossible comeback.
The snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. It sails right through the uprights as the clock officially hits triple zeros. That's it. Game over. Falcons win. There's literally no time left for Tampa Bay to do anything about it. That is just a brutal, soul-crushing way to lose a game and an unbelievable way to win one.
But wait a minute, how did they even get close enough to kick that field goal? Well, that kick was only possible because of a final drive that was, frankly, just insane. The Falcons got the ball with less than 2 minutes to go, but here's the real kicker, no pun intended. They had 0 timeouts left. In the NFL, that's practically a death sentence. The clock just keeps running, and you have absolutely no margin for error.
Honestly, this drive should have been dead in the water like 3 different times. Let's just walk through this timeline of miracles. First up, the scare. Quarterback Kirk Cousins gets sacked and fumbles the ball. That's it, right? Game over. But somehow, Atlanta recovers it. Then they find themselves in the hole. A ridiculous 3rd and 28. I mean, that's impossible. They don't get it, so it's 4th down. Game is definitely over now, right? Nope. They pull off the conversion, a huge 20-yard pass on 4th and 14 that keeps them alive. After that, the setup was just a series of quick passes to claw their way into kicking range. It was one mini miracle after another.
And you could just hear the emotion pouring out of Kirk Cousins after the game. He said, "Pro football tests you. It keeps me on my knees. All I know to do is trust and keep going and walk by faith, not by sight." Wow. I mean, when you go through a drive like that, with so many moments where it all could have ended, you can totally understand why it feels like something more than just a football game.
So, okay, that final drive was legendary for sure. But the only reason they even needed that heroic drive was because of how bad things were just a few minutes before. This wasn't just a last-second win. This was a whole fourth-quarter comeback. Going into that final quarter, they were getting absolutely smoked.
And yeah, this right here shows you everything you need to know. At the start of the 4th quarter, look at that. Buccaneers are up 28-14. They're cruising. You'd think the game is pretty much wrapped up. But by the end of that quarter, the script is completely flipped. Falcons win 29-28. They scored 15 unanswered points to steal this thing. It was just a total collapse by one team and an unbelievable rally by the other.
So how did it happen? It was just this flurry of huge, game-changing plays. First, running back Bijan Robinson punches in a touchdown. That cuts the lead. Then, the Falcons' defense steps up big time. D. Alford picks off the Bucs QB, Baker Mayfield. A huge interception that just swings all the momentum. Atlanta gets the ball back and immediately cashes in, with Kyle Pitts catching his 3rd touchdown of the night. But what's really crazy is they actually failed on the 2-point conversions after those touchdowns. That kept the game on a knife's edge and is why they still needed that final field goal to win.
But you know, for every incredible comeback, there's a painful collapse. And you got to give some respect to Baker Mayfield for this. After the game, he didn't make excuses. He just said, "This one is going to haunt me. It's my fault." He put that crucial interception, that whole loss, right on his own shoulders. That's tough.
And the Bucs head coach Todd Bowles was even more intense about it. He basically told his team, you got to care enough where that hurts. It's got to mean something to you. You can just feel the raw anger and frustration there, you know, watching a win you thought you had just disappear.
And to really understand why this game felt so charged, you got to know the history. This wasn't just some random Sunday game.
No, this is a bitter rivalry. They call it the I-75 rivalry because the highway connects the two cities. And for years, it's been one of the nastiest matchups in the league. Plain and simple, these two teams just do not like each other.
I mean, this rivalry goes all the way back to 1977, but it got really heated in 2002 when they both landed in the same division. That meant they were guaranteed to play each other twice every single year. You've had these different eras, right? The Matt Ryan era, where the Falcons were on top, then the Tom Brady era in Tampa. This insane comeback we just saw, it's just the newest, wildest chapter in a very long story.
And check this out. This table says it all. Look at how razor-thin this rivalry has been over the decades. After all those games, look at the all-time series record. With this win, the Falcons now lead, 33-32. One game. That's the difference after all this time. It just goes to show you that neither team has ever really been able to pull away, which is why every single matchup feels like a must-win.
Okay, so beyond the crazy finish and the rivalry bragging rights, what does this game actually mean in the grand scheme of things? Well, it means a lot. We're late in the season, and for both of these teams, their playoff hopes were literally on the line.
So here's the fallout. For the Bucs, this loss is just a gut punch. It seriously hurts their playoff chances. They actually fall behind the Carolina Panthers now in their own division. So, their final games of the season are now basically do or die. As for the Falcons, yeah, their playoff hopes were already gone. But this win, this is about pride. They get to play spoiler, wreck their rival's season, and walk away with a massive morale boost.
All right, so after breaking all that down, we've got to ask you, was this the comeback of the year in the NFL? Or was there another game that you think was even more insane? Let us know what you think down in the comments. And hey, as always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Rapid News. Thanks for hanging out with us.